Courtney here with Courtney's Customs, and today I am so excited and so honored. I am going to be doing a tumbler with the Courtney's Customs bundle that is now available at the Glitter Grind. I will of course put their link down in my description so you guys can see it too. So I'm using a 25-ounce skinny straight duo tumbler from Stainless Depot, and what you're going to do, pick a vinyl that you really don't care to waste because a lot of it is going to be wasted. This is a Templet that I got off of Etsy. So this was 8 inches tall by 10 inches around, like exactly. But whenever I made this file, or whenever I sized it, I didn't make it. Whenever I sized it to cut it out in my Cricut, I did it like 0.3 over. So if I have like a little bit of overhang, I can work with it. I just wanted to make it just a little bit bigger in case I mess something up. What I did was I cut out the file, made it a little bit bigger, trimmed around it, but I have not weeded it. So I'm going to wrap this completely around my tumbler, and I'm going to be peeling off pieces almost like a tangram, but it's not going to be a tangram. This is a gorgeous file that I found off Etsy. I will put the link down in the description. And I just thought these colors to go with this template would be gorgeous. So there's a little bit of overhang around the file itself. So I am just going to weed just that part. So like just the border. And I'm going to snip this right here so I can do a little bit at a time, because this is a very delicate, thin lined file. So I feel like it's going to be very easily messed up, which is another reason why I wanted to cut it a little bit bigger, because I had a feeling that these really thin lines here around it were going to get messed up, which they are here and there. So if I have to remove those, it will be okay. So now I have sliced off a pretty big piece of transfer tape here, and really this isn't even transfer tape. This is clear laminate from Dollar General. I use it as my transfer tape, and I have no nails because I chew the crap out of them, so it's hard for me to get a corner of this up. There we go. So I am just folding a little bit of this out so I can have some overhang right here on this transfer tape. So I can get this transfer tape over this decal here without a bunch of bubbles and wrinkles and all that. And this is pretty much how I'm going to be applying it to the tumbler as well. I'll show you what I mean by that. So this is my scraper that I got with my Cricut tools, and I am very slowly pulling that overhang that I had at first of the transfer tape paper backing, and I'm pulling that out just like an inch at a time. So now that I've got my transfer tape on there, I've done taken my scraper and flattened everything out really well. Pick the whole thing up, and pretty much like what I did to the transfer tape earlier, you're going to do it again with the backing of the vinyl. So get a little bit of it off, fold it over. So now I'm going to get this decal on the tumbler as straight as I possibly can. This is always the hardest part for me. Okay, I feel like that's straight, but we'll see. I always do things a little bit crooked, and I really don't mean to. So I am just very slowly peeling off some of that backing and pushing down on the decal. Now I'm just going to try to very carefully pull off the transfer tape without pulling up any of those super delicate lines that I was talking about. Alright, so now the fun part where all of this is going to start coming together. So similar to a tangram, I'm going to be removing pieces of the diamond shaped vinyl on here, painting it a corresponding color to the glitter I'm going to be using, and glittering that. And then when I am done with all of that, I will have to epoxy it, of course, and then I will be adding some vinyl stripes to break up the different diamond colors and really add some dimension to this. So this is going to be one of those tedious tumblers, but it's going to be so worth it, so gorgeous. So here we go. Okay, so my camera died and I didn't even realize it. I am so sorry. But you guys saw what I was doing there in the beginning before it died. And I just did the process the entire way around the tumbler. And I wanted to let you know that the glitters that I used were Golf Sands, Luau Petals, Sunburst, Thorn, and Sweet Georgia Peach. Those are all of the glitters that are in the Courtney's Customs bundle. So now I'm going to take this outside, seal it like crazy, pop it on my turner back here from Bama Cups, and epoxy until smooth. Since most of these are fine cut glitters, I am really hoping that I will only need to do one coat of epoxy, but we'll see. So I'm going to seal this, pop it on the turner, and I'll come back tomorrow and see how it feels. Alright guys, now after like a week and a half, I get to finish up this tumbler. This is the second tumbler that I made with the Courtney's Customs bundle at the Glitter Grind. I'll make sure to have their link down in the description. There's 2 coats of epoxy over all of this glitter. So now I'm going to sand it down really good with the sanding block. And I have this nail tape that I got from Amazon. I'll put that down in my description as well. It came with 3 different widths. This is the second largest one. And came with a bunch of different colors. So I decided to go with this like metallic purple. Figured it would go with this really well. Not be too much of a distraction from the colors here in the pattern. So going with the purple, going to sand it down really good. We're going to outline all of this. So with this file, I should be able to start my nail tape up here on the top and work my way down, so I don't have to outline like each individual little diamond shape. I might have to manipulate it a little bit to follow lines, because I know this isn't completely straight, but I'm going to try to make it look like it is. So I'll come back and touch up like the tails of stuff like up here and on the bottom. I'll come back and touch that up later. So this stuff is very, very delicate too. Like it just rips right off. And then you got to find where it started again. Alright, so that is super cute now. I'm going to take my scissors and clean up the rim and the bottom. All I'm doing is just placing my scissors onto the rim and cutting to get a straight and even cut. I'm going to do the same thing here on the bottom. So now this is what I have so far. This is going to take a couple more coats of epoxy, so I will come back after that is finished. And here we are. This is done. I absolutely love it. It took a couple coats of epoxy to get everything good and smooth after I put on this nail tape. I did sand in between coats of epoxy, and now it's completely done and I love it. Again, this look was done with the Courtney's Customs bundle that is available at the Glitter Grind. I'll make sure to put their link down in the description along with every other material that I used. And I will be giving this tumbler away to somebody on my Patreon group. So if you're not on that group, make sure you go check it out. We have a lot of fun in there. I do tumbler giveaways. I do Creator of the Month where I buy tumblers from you. I do small business advice. Anything I can think of, I'm putting it in that group. So before I go, like always, I have y'all's cup of positivity for the day. And this one I read 2 or 3 times because it just like hit me. I was like, oh man, I love it. So today's quote is, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. That was said by Henry Ford. That's all for today's video, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you go to the Glitter Grind, go to the link down in my description, check out the Courtney's Customs bundle and everything else they have to offer because their prices are great and their glitter is spectacular. If you guys have any questions, like always, please feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe, be kind, love one another, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!